Welcome. If you're new to my channel, my name is Drake, aka that big bearded American tourist, or if you're in a rush, TBBAT. And this is the Winter 2025 location reveal for my upcoming trip. Stick around, and in just 1 minute, you're going to find out where I'm going. Now, if you're a fan of my channel and you've seen my other videos and you've seen the first location reveal video I did, you're thinking to yourself, it's a lot more low key. And you are correct. There's a reason for that. So basically, while all the smaller individual lawsuits were settled after what happened in that in that tragic series of events, you can probably see it here if you haven't already watched my video. You might want to check it out. So yeah, all the little lawsuits, the smaller individual lawsuits are settled. People were paid out. However, that huge class action lawsuit against my channel and me is still going on. So my lawyer advised me, keep it low key this time. So I had to keep it low key. Sorry. And I am still banned from West Virginia, but I mean, let's be honest, who the fuck cares about West Virginia? If you live in West Virginia, I'm just playing around. So yeah, what we have going on here is the 1 month mark before I am leaving for my next trip. And so I'm here to do the big reveal. Where am I going? Well, if you have been following along and playing the home game, you know the last 2 trips I took were to Southeast Asia. So it's probably no big surprise I am heading back there once again. Why am I heading back there? Well, let's go into that right now. So I am actually visiting 3 countries that I've visited before. However, the first time I went, to all 3 actual locations, I did not really get to experience a lot of the local culture. I saw the major city in each location, the capital city. So I wanted to go back and actually see more of the rural countryside, which I feel is very important to get more of a feel of the country. It's like if you're from America and someone's like, oh yeah, I've been to Massachusetts. Yeah, well, that's not America. You visited Massachusetts. These countries are obviously a lot smaller, but going to one major city it does not tell you what the rest of the country's like. Or it's like going to Boston and saying I've been to Massachusetts. Probably a better analogy. Anyway, so stop number 1, I'm going back to Thailand. That's right. I had a lot of fun in Bangkok and in Pattaya down here. However, I heard amazing things about this place right here called Chiang Mai. Now, you probably can't tell by this map, but there's a bunch of mountains in that area. I will be visiting Chiang Mai. To give you an idea what Chiang Mai is like, it's a city, but it's not as big, obviously, as Bangkok, but it is more rural, but there's like an airport. So it's not like I'm flying into the middle of the jungle where there's nothing. There's an airport there, and I am flying directly, Boston to, I believe it's Hong Kong, and then from Hong Kong to Chiang Mai. That is, by the way, a 16-hour flight, the first leg of which is going to be difficult. Anyway, so I'll be arriving in Chiang Mai. Now, when I'm there, it is a lot more rural in general. There's a lot more amazing, beautiful sights to see up there. I will be going only for about 3 days. While I'm there, the 2 things that are on my agenda, and I'm going to be doing a lot more than this, but the 2 definite things that I want to do are they both actually are in the hills. The first, you will probably have heard of the Karen Hill tribe. You might not know them by that name, but they're also known as the long neck tribe or the ring neck tribe. I'll be visiting the tribe that has all the women that have the ring necks. And then I will also, while I'm up there, be visiting a coffee plantation, the Hill Tribe Coffee Plantation. That's a local place up there. So I'll be visiting at least those 2 places. And this will tie in a minute with my other stops and something else altogether. If you watch my channel, you already know what I'm getting at here anyway. But now, from there, I will be flying down for 4 days in Bali, Indonesia. Now, I did go to Jakarta, Indonesia, just this past September. So I'm going to Bali. Now, I did not like Jakarta at all. Jakarta was extremely busy. It is the capital city, and it was horrible traffic. I do not feel like I got a good example of what Indonesia is like by visiting the capital city. So I wanted to go back, and everyone's heard of Bali. I'm not going to actually get a beach bungalow type thing. It is the middle of the rainy season there, so we are a little bit rolling the dice going there to begin with. However, we'll be staying in a cool Airbnb barn, which should be a lot of fun. Now, I keep saying we, and there's a reason. Um, so Pia, if you watch my channel, she is my Sengsasat, which is Khmer, and I won't tell you what that means, but she'll get a kick out of that. Um, she lives in Cambodia, and she will be flying down to meet me in Bali. So that'll be the first time I get to see her since September. I miss her and cannot wait to see her. So we will meet up there. There's gonna be a lot of stuff we do there in Bali. There's amazing rice fields to see, and there's like a volcano to hike, water. There's tons of stuff, waterfalls. Um, we will be doing a lot of stuff. The Airbnb we're renting, the guy that rents it also does tours and drives around. So he's gonna set an agenda for us. Cannot wait. I already gave him a list of stuff I want to do. And then the other thing we're definitely going to do when we're down there is as long as we're able to, is the Kopi Luwak coffee plantation is there too, right in that area. So that's coffee plantation number 2. One country, one plantation, one plantation. You get an idea of what's going on there. So we were staying there for about 4 days, and then we are flying on to our next location, another country that I have been to before. We're going back to Cambodia. Now, why am I going back to Cambodia? This is many reasons. I will tell you, last time I went, I got to go to the capital city of Phnom Penh, and then I did go to Siem Reap, and then we visited an island off the coast called Koh Rong, which is what's over in this general area over here, off the coast of Cambodia. Now, I went, but I really didn't get a good feel for the more rural parts. So we will be doing a full tour of Cambodia, as you can see by this map. So we're flying into Phnom Penh. Phnom Penh's the capital city. We're driving all the way over here for 6 hours to Mondulkiri, which I know I'm saying wrong. I apologize. I've heard it a bunch of different ways. While we're here, now there is an elephant sanctuary we will not get a chance to see. It's too long. It's an all-day event. We're only going to be spending like a day and a half there. But we will be visiting the Pita coffee plantation. That's the 3rd coffee plantation. 3 countries, 3 coffee plantations. We'll go into that in just a little bit. From there, we're driving 6 hours to what's called Kampong Thom, which is right outside of what's called Sangkot, which is Santok, which is where Sophia is from. So I'm going to go back to her home village where she's originally from and get to meet her family. I have already spoken to her mother over the phone by WhatsApp. I video chatted with her. I know some Khmer, which is the language of Cambodia, and I was able to talk to her a little bit. So I'm super excited. We're going to hopefully, if again, everything goes according to plan, we'll pull in there. It's like the main area, the main, call it city, but province is what it's called. It's about an hour from where she lives, and it's a very rural area, but we'll pick up a bunch of food. We'll hopefully have a big food, like a dinner and maybe a party type thing while we visit. Super excited about that. I can't wait. And the best part for you is you're going to get to see an actual Cambodian village. We're talking about going down a dirt road to get to the main village. What do Cambodian villages look like? You probably don't have any idea. It's pretty cool to see, and I'll be showing you everything from the outside village to the inside of what one looks like. Do you know that they don't have individual bedrooms? Do you know that traditionally, the kitchens are on the outside? Well, this is stuff you will get to hopefully see firsthand. Anyway, from there, we are going to go back to Siem Reap. Now, Siem Reap, we went last time, we went to Angkor Wat, which is this ancient temple, which was amazing. Oh my God, so awesome. If we have time, I might go back just so I get more video of it. But what we're really going to do there is see the actual city around the area, which should be cool. Siem Reap is actually a huge city, and there's a lot going on there. And we're going to be visiting the floating villages. They actually have villages on the water there, and that'll be the feature there that I'm very excited about, among the other things. We're then going to go visit Battambang, which is over here. Now, this is 6 hours out to Mondulkiri, 6 hours back to the village, 3 hours over to Siem Reap, and then another 3 hours down to Battambang. So we're talking about a lot of driving. Battambang is the 2nd largest city in Cambodia. We're going to spend a few days there and then drive 6 hours to Kampot, which is supposed to be a beautiful, smaller city on the southern part of Cambodia. We're going to, I think, spend 2 days there and then go back up to Phnom Penh, where Sophia will get dropped off at her apartment, and I will fly back home. There should be a total of about 9 days going all around. There's a lot of travel time, but it's really the only way to go. You either go by bus, or you find another way to do it. I will be renting, I have a private driver that's taking me. Last time I went down to Cambodia, I met this awesome guy who I'm friends with on Facebook. If you're friends with me up there, definitely look him up. His name is Udam Paul. He's a great guy. He's their version of Uber is called Grab, a Grab driver who I met. So I've made arrangements. He's nice enough to take us all around the country, and we worked out an arrangement. So happy. I'll be doing interviews, talking with him also. You get to meet him. And obviously, if you ever go to Cambodia, you're going to meet up with him. He's a great guy. And he knows a lot of English, so it works out well. All right. So now, if you caught the theme, all three locations, I'll be visiting coffee plantations. More than likely, I'll be picking up coffee along the way also, all the interesting stuff I can find, especially when we're in Indonesia, in Bali. Now, Bali, that whole island chain is like the Java Islands. That is where so much coffee comes from. So I'll be getting a lot when we're there. But anyway, when I get back, this is going to be like a cross-pollination. We're going to do crossover episodes of TBBAT's Coffee Break with Drake and That Big Bearded American Tourist, where I'm going to be doing reviews of all the coffee plantations. So we're going to do full videos of all the coffee plantations we visit, and then full reviews of the single origin coffees we get on each one of those farms. So I cannot wait. I'm super excited to do this. I hope everything works according to plan. This is one of the reasons why we're traveling 6 hours out of the way in Cambodia, because it's one of the only places that they have those coffee plantations that I could find. So you have that to look forward to as well when I get back. It's getting to mix two of my favorite things, traveling and also coffee. So you can't really go wrong with that. On a side note, when it comes to my travels in the future, more than likely this is going to be my last initial visit over to Southeast Asia for one of these tours. There's a very good reason for that, which I won't reveal right now. I'll probably go more into after I go in January. I'll probably have more information. But after this visit in January, I will probably start shifting my tours over to other locations. Very interesting reason why. If you know me, you might know why. I've also almost visited every country in that area. I'm missing Laos, which I'm not really in a hurry to go visit. And there's a few smaller, few other countries, and you can't really visit Papua New Guinea. It's a very difficult place to travel to. I'll go to the Philippines at some point, and also Taiwan, which I don't even know if that's considered Southeast Asia, but either way. More than likely, I'll start shifting over to Asia proper, or just a different location altogether. Again, you'll be interested to find out why. More to come on that, hopefully in January. So that's it. I've been Drake. I am very looking forward to this trip. I am very excited to share my travels with you. So if you haven't already, please like and subscribe. Click the notification button. Do a little dance. Make a little love. Get down tonight. Get down tonight. Whatever. Just do it, man. Oh, and one last thing. I'm starting a new trend. You are going to have an amazing 2025. Why do I know that? Because you're going to stop saying how shitty 2024 was. You're going to accept what has already happened. You cannot change the past, and you're going to stop dwelling on the stuff that happened in 2024 that made you feel like shit. What you're going to do is start thinking, putting a thought in your head about how amazing 2025 is. 2025 is going to be a great year for me. And even if something minor happens along the way, that's not going to matter, because it's not going to derail you, because that's just one individual thing. Don't start making up lines of things. Oh, this happened and this happened. No, 2025 is going to suck. The rest of 2025 is going to suck. Well, you're right. It's gonna, if you have that attitude. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about. If you're one of those people that gets into funks because things start to go wrong, or one thing happens, and well, the reason why they keep going wrong is because you keep focusing on it and you keep looking for all this negative shit. Stop doing that. Right now, stop doing that. Your 2024 is almost over. If you had a great one, acknowledge it, move forward, and say 2025 is going to be just as awesome or better. If your 2024 sucked, say, that's okay. It's in the past. I can't change it. I'm going to start looking forward to an amazing 2025 and all of the amazing things that are going to happen. Don't worry. Don't think, oh, but then there's this, and then there's this, and then in January this is going to happen. And don't do that. Just trust me. Don't do that. You cannot control the shit that is going to happen, but you can control the stuff that's going on in your life, and it all starts right here with your outlook. So that being said, please think about it. And I will see you on the other side.